Okay, 4 is a little bit more complicated. We're told that POIT is a parallelogram and that PN bisects angle TPO and ON bisects angle POI. That's why it's created two equal angles here that are A degrees and two equal angles here at POI that are B degrees in measurement. And it says, express each of the following in terms of A and or B. It means we have to use A and B to state what we are, what our expression is. Angle N. Alright, first we have to realize this. Angle N is the third angle in this triangle. You got to start seeing the figures inside the figures. And we know that A plus B plus angle N equals 180. So if we want to know what angle N is, we would say 180 minus A degrees minus B degrees. Or, as you know, you could just add A and B up first and then subtract that sum. So you could say 180 minus the sum of A degrees and B degrees. So that'll get you what angle N is. So we're expressing it in terms of A and B. We used A and B in expressing this. Alright, angle T. Alright, well now you've been told this is a parallelogram. Right? So you're going to say, well, I know what angle T is here, right here. It's the opposite angle of angle POI. So angle POI is 2B. So this one's also 2B. Right? Now, I'm going to tell you that it won't be that easy on the test. The figure is not a parallelogram. So you'll have to have a different way to express that. And the other way that you're going to express that is have a pair of opposite sides that are parallel here, that I have to be able to see PT as a transversal between a pair of parallel lines. So then we know that the angles here and here, angle T, are supplementary angles because they're on the same side of the transversal between parallel lines, inside parallel lines. So that means that parallel lines create supplementary interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So since this angle here, 2A, has to add up to 180 with angle T, we could also express this as 180 minus 2A. Alright? So angle T, because we know that angle T plus 2A equals 180, therefore angle T equals 180 minus 2A. How about angle I? We have the same situation brewing on that side. Many of you are going to say, because you know your 5 sufficient conditions so well, you're going to say, well, this angle is also opposite of this angle here, which is 2A, so I know I can say 2A. And in this particular figure, that would be correct. Or I can do the same thing. I can say, wait a minute, these are parallel lines, we have them marked parallel. This would be a transversal between those parallel lines. Therefore, the two angles that are on the same side of the transversal, which would be angle POI and angle I, are inside the parallel lines, interior. They're supplementary. So 2B plus angle I equals 180. Parallel lines form supplementary interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Alright, so the other way we can express this is 180 minus 2B. So then what about angle T plus angle I? Well, you don't have to go out and find something. You've already figured out what angle T and angle I are, so Let's just add them together. So I can say 2a plus 2b. Or I can look at what we've got as our other expressions of angle T and angle I. 180 plus 180 is 360 minus 2a minus 2b. So we could say 360 minus 2a minus 2b. Or, you could also say 360 minus the sum of 2a plus 2b. It's the same thing. Alright, so now it says write an equation relating angle n to angle t plus I. Well, you don't have to go searching. We've already figured out both these things. So let's compare them. What do you see when you compare our expression for angle n with our expression for angle t plus angle I? I think what you see is that angle n is half as much as the sum of angle t plus angle I. So one way you could write it is angle n equals 1/2 the sum, so we use parentheses, of angle t plus I, angle t plus angle I. Or you could express it the other way, that 2 times angle n equals angle t plus angle I. That's what that says. Now, I got to warn you. Tomorrow, these answers in red will be no good for you. So if you're counting on those because they're easier to figure out, you better not. They'll do you no good. Only what's in blue will be of any use to you. So you have to look at it that way as you prepare and study for this. Alright, see you on the last one.